So welcome to the Reborn WOD workout. It's a double workout. You've got 2 rounds and it's a ladder format, descending in the first round and ascending in the second round. And it's a time cap on that as well. Now, within this workout, you can use your dumbbells, you can use a kettlebell, or you can use your body weight. And I will give you options as we go along. And I'll be working out with you guys. Okay? Now, the reason why it's called Reborn is due to the fact that that's how I feel. This is the place in my life that I feel I'm at. And I feel reborn again. And even though my fitness, my health, my wellness hasn't been great through lockdown, I just want to encourage and inspire people that hold on to the faith. Today's a new day. So this is why. Enjoy your WOD workout. Reborn. So we're heading into our warm-up. Very simple exercise to start with, and we're going to start off with high knees. So just drawing in the arms, good posture, and as it says in the title, lifting those knees as high as possible, hip height if possible. You can either march or add more intensity by adding a jog to this. Okay, so we're heading into the next 20 seconds of work. It's jumping jacks. Again, option, tap jacks instead of jump. Take out the impact. 20 seconds, deep breaths, nice and light through the ankles and knees. Good posture. Next 20 seconds, we're going to go straight into side lunges. So it's 4 exercises. This is your third one or the fourth. We're just going to do it twice through. Side lunges, opening up the hips, feet parallel parked. Feel a little stretch in the inner thighs. Again, keeping that upper body upright, ribs open. Last move, seal jacks. Again, we're just activating those back muscles, adding a jack jump towards it. Again, you can keep your arms still if you want to by adding a Cossack arm across position, just jumping the feet. But again, we're trying to activate those back muscles. That's why it's a seal jack. Okay, this is round 2. Back to your high knees. Get a little bit higher, add a little bit more speed and pace to this if you'd like. Again, you can continue with the lifting those knees, marching high knees instead. Again, taking that impact away from your joints. Okay, second round of jumping jacks, deep breaths. Here we go. When that clock starts. I love it when my watch works. Brilliant. Okay, so nice and light through the toes, feet out and in, deep breaths. Remember, I'm getting back into my training again after my injury in my knee. I'm looking forward to it. Losing some weight, but enjoying movement. That's what it's all about, isn't it? Exercise to move and to live life. All right, so we're moving into those side lunges again. This is the second and last round of the warm-up, the dynamic stretching warm-up. Last 20 seconds of seal jacks. Again, nice jump. You don't have to wear your bare feet, as I would say. You can wear trainers if you would like, but I like training without trainers. I find muscles get involved a little bit more. Again, if you do have any conditions, wear trainers instead. And that is your warm-up. Well, first part anyway. So have a little sip of bit of water, and then we're going to go into our mobility. All right. So heading into the floor, we're stepping our right knee forward into a lunge position, seat back with the opposite arm, and we're going to reach back with the right arm. So opening up the hips and getting a rotation within that waist. Deep breaths. So we're just doing 5 one side. Finding that balance. Nearly lost it there, Spencer. It's okay. Recovery. All right, other leg. Left leg forward, right arm across, reaching around with the left hand. And you might find one side a little bit tighter than the other. Again, just breathe. Take it round to your range of movement. Again, 5 each side. Now we're heading into the cat and cow, but I call it the meow moo. We're going to do this 10 times. So reaching up like a cat and then dropping down like a cow. And then just have a little play around. Any niggles within your vertebrae, your spine? Is there any areas a little bit tighter that you can just sort of hang around in a little bit more? Again, breathing, manipulating through, opening up the spine, preparing for the workout. Now this is one of my favorite ones. It's called a tuck through. So reaching that right arm through and then left. So we're alternating those sides. Doing about 5 per side. So we're just dropping that shoulder down as far as you can. A little brace in those abs, easing out the back. Now we've warmed up, we've mobilized. Now we're just going to activate the core. So this is the vacuum. So we're just drawing the lower back towards the floor, drawing the belly button to spine. So folding in those abdominals. This is stage 1, which is just find that contraction within the abdominals and breathing. Stage 2, arms above your head into a curl. So you can either stay on the floor, arms above the head, or lift up, elevating the chest off the floor. Next stage, just lifting the legs off, intensity there. So we're working around 10 to 15 seconds on this one. Deep breath in as you breathe out, brace as much as possible. And then hug your knees at the end. Well done. And that's your warm-up done. Okay, so we're going into round 1 of 2. AMRAP as many reps or rounds as possible within 4 minutes, completing a 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 sequence of repetitions of 3 exercises. And we're going to start off with a goblet hold with the kettlebell around the handles, and we're going to go for our squat. So 6 squats, again, good form, feet, knees and hips all parallel, sitting the hips back, good squeeze. And cracking that walnut between the bum cheek as you come out of that position. A safe transition with the kettlebell or a piece of equipment. Always use both hands to transition. And we're going to go to deadlift, which we're hinging at the hips, get a stretch in the hamstrings, good squeeze of the glutes, keeping those shoulders pulled back. Now the last one we're going to do is at the hip ups, resting the equipment just on the hip line. So that is the final 3. And again, finish off that 6 repetitions. Good form all the time. Quality over quantity. Now this is round 2. I'm going to show you a body weight version. Again, squats. As much range as possible within these movements. Fab. Just 5 now. Good. Okay, so now you can see I'm going into a waiter bow position. Again, the same form, get a stretch at the back of the hamstrings, slight bend in the knee if you need to. And then good squeeze the abs and the glutes as you come back up again. And you've got the body weight hip ups. People know this as the bridge within my Pilates classes. So feet, knees and hips all in line, making sure the knees don't flare out or in. And you're pushing off the floor with your hands as well. That will give you a little bit of a back workout, but just beware of tension held in the shoulders and neck. Okay, so we're on that 4 repetitions. I'm showing you from a front view. It's quite good form. A couple of weeks ago, I couldn't even squat because of my knee injury. And now the rehabilitation's really worked. So I encourage you as well, stretching, do some rehabilitation, foam rolling, really helps out with mobility and recovery.
so I can get back to my health and well-being results, or goals even. Cool. So as your time goes on, it gets less and less and less, but still don't rush, keep good quality form. You can do the 6-to-1 eventually within the time frame without rushing it, but getting a good full range in the movements. Deep breaths, feet, knees and hips all in line. So the feet a little bit closer together from the squats into the deadlifts. And I think the hardest thing is getting up and down off the floor, but that's the point, burning more calories on those transitions. So breathing all the way. Come on, FWF crew. Yeah, I've got this. Absolutely fabulous work. Keep it going. Again, less is more, more is less. Getting towards the end of the repetitions, 6 down to 1. And as time goes on, if you do finish a lot longer, have a lot longer time left within that rest period, maybe go from 8 down to 1 instead of 6. Just a few ideas for you. But to start off with, this is enough. As you can see, it's challenging myself as well. Or up or increase the weight load. Cool, so I've got around 20 seconds of rest. Just gonna grab a little bit of water, take a little deep breath. Now for the finisher, for 1 minute or 60 seconds, we've got a kettlebell swing or ski jumpers. So this is your minute start. Okay, so good swing, squeezing the glutes, keeping the shoulders pulled back, soft bend in those elbows, and it's the hinge, soft bend in the knee, more than a squat position. Ski jumper, we are going to a little bit more squat, not falling over. Nearly there, Spencer, nearly fell over, but you great recovery, well done. So that is your ski jumper option, but I like the kettlebell swing, so I'm going to go right back into this one. Again, good form, bracing those abs. So we're not driving the hips too far forward, because then you'll start feeling in the lower back. Keeping the shoulders pulled back, brace those abs, soft elbows, light grip on the kettlebell or a piece of equipment, and light toes, so we're sitting into the heels more. Again, I want you to push and rest on this one. Push and rest. Deep breaths, we're nearly there. Good stuff. 3, 2, 1, and that is time. Oh, well done, team. Well done, coach. Just take a deep breath. Get ready for the second round. Okay, round 2, AMRAP, 3 minutes. Inchworm into press-ups, 1, and then 2, and then 3, and so on and so on. Okay, so again, modifications on the press-ups if you need to. Deep breaths. Okay, here we go, into that work. So inchworms, a little bend in those knees. Again, full presser option. You're gonna do 1. Option number 2, you can do a box press up, but you're doing 2 reps. Deep breaths, good, and you're walking back. Now this is a half press up position, but doing 3. You can see where we're going here. We keep increasing the number load as much as you can in 3 minutes, building up repetitions over time, quality and form, everyone. Cool. Well, I'm going to stick with probably another 1 of these full press-ups. I'm getting back into press-ups again, so I may even drop down to half position. Yep, there I go. Again, I want to keep good form and technique. I want to get my brace in my abs, connect all my muscles to support that movement. Deep breath, well done. As you can see, I can take a deep breath, have a little bit of pause in between. This is a tough one, it's going to build up. You can see my arms are taking a lot of load, chest as well. Again, just beware of shruggy shoulders and flary marys with those elbows. Come on, deep breaths, come on. And again, coach, and again. You got this, well done. Okay, so walking out, elbows going a little bit more of a diagonal down towards the buttocks. So we're making sure we're hitting that chest line, not overloading the shoulders too much, but yeah, focus, concentration, and annihilating that chest. Deep breaths, abs on support. So the support on this one, the important thing is to make sure you rest as well. No matter how much time, and as the more you do this, your muscles get used to it. You can overload them a little bit more. That's the secret. Slowly build up the overload. Oh, crikey. See how far you can get. Well done. So we're working on the stretch part of this as well, as that's what the inchworm is. Working into those wrists. Building up bone density in the wrist as well. Getting used to that up and down action. It's a really important functional movement. Nearly there, coach. Deep breaths. Okay, so we're coming up to the final one. I'm going to try and crack out about 9 repetitions on my last one. Taking a little bit of rest in between. A few more seconds to go. 5 seconds, 4. Come on, coach. 3, 2, 1, and team done. Well done, FWF crew, for round 2. Deep breaths. Well done. Okay, so we're going to go into the finisher in a moment. So the last bit of this workout is 60 seconds or 1 minute of marching plank. Okay, so we're doing good plank position here. You can see I'm going forward a little bit more, getting a stretch in my wrist and my shoulders, keeping my shoulders down, good solid. That's it, deep breaths as you're doing this. Rest when you need to, breathe you must do. So our oblique, our waist muscles get a bit of more of an overload. Just as you set up, keep your hips nice and square. So we're just working, mobilizing the hip sockets, but not allowing the waist to twist and the hips to twist and contort. As soon as you start feeling that, then step out of it, as you can see I'm doing. Now I'm going to show you that low elbow position. So again, any wrist issues, then just go down onto those elbows. We have 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7. Go on. 6. Good. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And you're out of there. Whew. Well done, everyone. So into the cool down section. Just starting off with marching on the spot. Deep breaths. We just want to focus on getting that breath, relaxing the shoulders. Getting the heart rate to come down a little bit just to flush out any lactic acid within the muscles. Very simple, very effective this way of cooling down before we go into our lovely stretching. A little shake off. All right, so we're going to go into our forward fold. So feet, knees and hips. So it's that sort of deadlift position with the feet, knees and hips. And we're rolling the body forward. So we're getting a little stretch in the back of the legs. Releasing the shoulders. You can have a little bend in those knees if you need to. And as you get the stretch a little bit more, ease out and open up the back of the legs so you get more of a stretch. But remember, it's a yawn feeling in the stretch, not shaking like a poodle in the snow. Fab work. Okay, so we're going to go and have the stretch in the old Chest-a-Runo. So clasping the hands behind your back. Reaching the hands towards the floor and then away from the body if you have that extra bit of mobility. Now we're going to do a few head rockers, so just easing out the back of the neck and shoulders and releasing any tension from the workout. Breathing all the time. All right, so moving down now to the floor. Going to go into our lunge stretch. Stepping left leg forward this time, seatbelt across, and we're reaching back and we're holding this position for around 10 seconds. So the same arm to that front leading leg is that rotation round to the back as much as you can. And we're going to swap sides. So right leg forward, left arm across to the seatbelt, and you're going to rotate with that right arm round. Holding and breathing, so we're trying to get it opening up into that hip, top of the hip on the left side on this position. Again, breathing. You can pause and hold it a little bit longer if you'd like. Add this into your daily routine. It's quite a nice stretch. Okay, so let's go into the floor. So we're hugging the knees, extend that left leg away, And we're going to get a stretch in the back and buttocks, keeping both shoulders down, support with the hand underneath or on top, reaching out and focusing on that outstretched arm to the right. Good, so breathing, releasing, relaxing shoulders, neck, back, buttocks. Quick hug before we do the other side. Right leg out, left leg across to the right. Left arm out to the left. It's like a game of Twister, isn't it? And focus to the left. And just breathe. So stretching, mobility is the key to movement. It's a part of the workout. And there we go. Deep breaths. You're done. Well done. Yeah.
Oh, well, that was a bit of a workout. So awesome work. I just want to say, no matter where you're starting, it feels like I'm starting right back from the beginning, but I'm not. I've got the foundations, I've got the knowledge, I've got the mind in the right place to push forward with a whole life balance. I'm getting myself mentally fit, spiritually fit, and I'm physically fit. I'm back there again. So yes, I feel a bit vulnerable videoing myself in the state I am, especially as a professional, but it's just reaching out to the guys to say, guys, I understand about life, authenticity, how we live life, but I want better for myself, I want better for my family, and I want to honor God. So until the next time, keep the faith.